Kamusta naman kayo dyan? Padalhan niyo naman ako ng load dito sa Dubai. Hello mga besh, mga bye! My name is Nini, and in this vlog, we are going to talk about one of the most controversial landmark cases of the Supreme Court, which I believe that you as a law student or an aspiring law student should know. And not just law students, pwede non-law students, husbands, wives, children, grandchildren, friends, constituents, welcome. Especially sa mga first years kasi I'm pretty sure this will be discussed by your persons and family relations professor. Mas sikat pa to sa kaso ng kapitbahay nyo dun sa barangay. This case is so interesting, and it is often the butt of the joke of a lot of law-related memes and pages. So without further ado, let us talk about the curious case of Chi Ming Tsoi. Ay, in fairness, guwapo si Chi Ming Tsoi. So in this case entitled Chi Ming Tsoi versus the Court of Appeals in Gina Lao Tsoi, we begin our story with a profound question from the Supreme Court. Who is to blame when a marriage fails? Uy, napaisip. Chi Ming Tsoi, tawagin na natin siyang Choi for brevity. And also shout out sa mga Choi dito sa Davao City. Bagong ko namang ulo rin. So Choi and the herein respondent Gina Lao Tsoi got married on May 22, 1988 at the Manila Cathedral in Intramuros. So syempre, after the wedding, may wedding reception, so siguro party, shot. And as newlyweds, one could naturally expect that on the first night, as husband and wife, they would both get some action. I'm never gonna dance again. Choi and Gina slept on the same bed that night. However, nothing happened. Walang kumalabit, walang mga nakaw na halik, at maiinit na sandali. Instead, Choi slept on his side and turned his back from his wife the whole night. Aww. Of course, determined that she is, Gina planned a getaway at the summer capital of the Philippines, Baguio City. Chance ko nito guys, let's get it on. I believe I can fly. However, during their 4-day stay in Baguio City with Gina's mother, Choi's mother and nephew, and also an uncle, wala pa rin nangyari. Instead, parang iniiwasan pa ni Choi si Gina. Palagi naglalakas sa kung saan-saan or natutulog sa rocking chair imbes na sa kama.
One eternity later.
Almost a year went by and still nothing happened between Gina Lao Tsoi and Chi Ming Tsoi. And so, siguro na-frustrate na rin yung homegirl natin. A case for a decree for annulment of marriage was filed by Gina Lao Tsoi in the Regional Trial Court. And what was the ground? It was filed on the ground of psychological incapacity to comply with the essential marital obligations in a marriage under Article 36 of the Family Code. In other words, kine-question po ni Gina Lao Tsoi yung kakayahang psikolohikal ni Chi Ming Tsoi para gampanan niya yung mga obligasyon niya bilang asawa. So according to Gina, impotent daw to si Choi, and he is also a closet homosexual.
Paano masabi?
Because there was a time when Gina noticed Choi wearing the eyebrow pencil of his mother as well as her cleansing cream. Judgy naman to, baka nag-skincare lang. Also, according to Gina, ginagamit lang daw siya ni Chi Ming Tsoi para magmukhang straight na lalaki. And also, pinakasalan lang daw siya dahil gusto ni Choi na maging Filipino resident. On the other hand, according to Chi Ming Tsoi, kasalanan daw lahat ni Gina. Lagot ko. Choi admitted that ever since their marriage on May 22, 1988, there has never been sexual contact between him and his wife. For the reason that every time Chi Ming Tsoi tried to have sexual contact with Gina, Gina avoided him. Choi also argued that one of the reasons that Gina wanted their marriage to be annulled is because Gina was afraid that she will be forced to return the jewelry that Choi's mother gave her. And also that Gina was afraid to consummate their marriage. Eto na mga besh, the juicy part. So para matigil na lahat ng mga paratang nitong si Gina girl, Choi submitted himself to a physical examination for the purpose of finding out whether or not he is truly impotent. So during the physical examination, para malaman kung tatayo pa ba ang sandata ni Chi Ming Tsoi, he was asked by the doctor to please himself. And so according to the medical report, Choi's pencil was capable of growing. From the original size of 2 inches or 5 centimeters, the pencil of the defendant lengthened by 1 inch and 1 centimeter. The medical report further stated that even though Chi Ming Tsoi's pencil was soft during that time, he was still physically capable of having sexual intercourse with a woman. So what's the issue in this case? Ano pinag-aawayan nyo? The issue is whether or not Chi Ming Tsoi is psychologically incapacitated to fulfill his marital obligations. According to the Supreme Court, yes! Article 36 of the Family Code provides that a marriage contracted by any party who at the time of the celebration was psychologically incapacitated to comply with the essential marital obligations of marriage shall likewise be void, even if such incapacity becomes manifest only after its solemnization. Ibig sabihin, kung psychologically incapacitated kahit sino sa mag-asawa to the point na hindi niya na po magampanan yung mga obligasyon niya bilang asawa, the court can declare a marriage void. So diba sabi ni Gina,
the bangs is sticking everywhere. I'm going to clip my hair.
So diba sabi ni Gina wala raw o kulang daw yung psikolohikal na kakayahan ni Tsoi para gampanan yung mga obligasyon niya. So ano-ano ba itong mga obligasyon? One of the essential marital obligations of a person in a marriage, according to the Supreme Court in this case, is to procreate children based on the universal principle that procreation of children through sexual cooperation is the basic end of marriage. Sa Tagalog, isa daw sa mga obligasyon ng mag-asawa ay ang magkaanak o gumawa ng anak. The Supreme Court further noted that a protracted and senseless refusal of one of the parties to fulfill the above marital obligation is equivalent to psychological incapacity. At sabi ng Supreme Court dito sa kasong ito, it doesn't matter kung sino yung ayaw makipagsalpukan because the action to declare the marriage void may be filed by either party, even the psychologically incapacitated party. Side note, often when law students talk about this case, it's often focused on the controversial, interesting, and admittedly amusing facts of this case. However, what is more worthy to note is the beautifully penned decision by Justice Torres in this case. To wit, love is useless unless it is shared with another. Indeed, no man is an island. The cruelest act of a partner in a marriage is to say, I could not have cared less. This is so because an ungiven self is an unfulfilled self. The egoist has nothing but himself. In the natural order, it is sexual intimacy which brings spouses wholeness and oneness. Sexual intimacy is a gift and a participation in the mystery of creation. It is a function which enlivens the hope of procreation and ensures the continuation of family relations. Marriage is definitely not for children, but for two consenting adults who view the relationship with love, amor ginit amorem, respect, sacrifice, and a continuing commitment to compromise, conscious of its value as a sublime social institution. The Supreme Court affirmed the decision of the Court of Appeals in this case and declared their marriage void. Side note, I also forgot to emphasize na hindi naman po dahil medyo may kaliitan yung sandata ni Chi Ming Tsoi ay dineclare na ng Supreme Court na void o walang bisa yung kasal nila. This is a wrong perception of many people about this case, especially those who are not studying law or who have not read the said case. Again, the reason why the Supreme Court declared their marriage void is because of Choi's psychological incapacity, not his physical shortcomings, if you know what I mean. So that was it. That was the curious case of Chi Ming Tsoi. I hope you found this video instructive and collective. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching.